and cognitive bias dictionary. I like this kind of seriousness, you know, the severity of this article you just mentioned here as the title, Cognitive Bias Dictionary, because I am not very familiar with such a concept you just dictated here. Okay, so what is a cognitive dictionary, the bias dictionary? Is this some kind of distorted ones? Is it distorted by what? Is it distorted by what? It is a distorted way of thinking, I guess, right? And what? And memory. Okay. Let's dig into it. Negative bias. You know what it means, truly, bias? It's like what? That's right. It's like a prejudice. Right? This word is familiar to you. All right. People are likely to remember and pay attention to negative images rather than positive images. Perfect. I don't think there is any grammatical, like huge grammatical errors. Okay? Right? Okay. And this phenomenon is... Alright, this phenomenon occurred. Yes, good. Because it is helpful to survive. When... And I'm curious about the, tense. Do we really need the past tense or just simple present tense? I think simple present is better. Occurs when people are sensitive to negative information, such as danger or displeasure. Okay. No, I don't think you need a moment, just displeasure itself. It's much better, and it can refer to the unpleasant moment of life. Okay, displeasure. I am a little bit wondering what makes you feel a little displeasured. I mean, displeasant. Wow. Every time you study any subject, that very moment makes you extremely displeased. Okay, that's really nice. And negative bias weakens when we get older or get old. How about older? Really? Kind of interesting. Representative experiments. Participants memorize words about positive things. Then they memorize negative words. And last, okay. Lastly, it has to be. Lastly, they memorize neutral words. They test. So who are they here? Really? Was there any specific experiment? Why did you not mention such a thing? Was it part of any experiment? So what was that? So what kind of organization or what kind of group of people or researchers actually, was involved in this experiment? Okay, how about this? There was a social experiment. In which people were asked to be part of word memorization. Activities. Okay, how about this? There was a social experiment in which people were asked to be part of the word memorization activities. Okay? And they tested the words 2 times. Okay. After 15 minutes and a week, and participants recalled more negative words when they took the test after 1 week. Besides, they recalled the same number of words on the test. Okay? After 15 minutes. That is it. It's pretty much nicely done. And endowment effects. What do you actually refer to when you say endowment? Endo means give something to somebody else. That's endo. Okay. Bestow, endo, what is that? When you say bestow means you give something to someone else. Okay. So what do you mean by? Now, what I mean is endo is like a bestow, endo, pretty much like a donate. Okay, endowment effect. When we earn something, why don't we just switch that as acquire? All right, when we acquire something accidentally, externally, 우연히, and your friend, what about a friend, asks us, hey, here you started with we, and stick to it. We, our, just or our, or us. Okay, ask us to give it to me. Who is this me? Them. However, you probably refuse that. I don't think we need that here. Is it refuse or okay, refuse? Even your friend, even if. You know, even it says 부사. You need 형용사 after that. even 비록 뭐뭐일지라도. Okay? 양보. Even if your friend wants to pay money for it. Always, subject, pay, something like a money or any value systems, pay for something. 뭐뭐를 위해 물가표를 지불하다. So you want to pay money for it. The effect, this effect is endowment effect. This effect can explain why home shopping offers free use time? Oh, free trials. and 100% refund. For instance, when watching a TV shopping channel. Okay? Then, what else? When watching a TV shopping channel, okay, the advertiser allows you to use the item for a week without any charge. Okay, then what else? The advertiser allows you to use the item for a week without any charge. Okay, okay. Then most of us hardly try to return it. Due to the fact that we we overestimate it. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay, you need to add that representative experiment. Mug experiment is an experiment. Good. Half of the participants received mugs which we don't need a image here. With what logos? Okay, a university logo. With a university logo. And what else? And they need to sell. You said mugs. You need to sell them to the rest of the participants. Okay. Surprisingly, participants who received the mug set, a price for them more than twice as high, more than twice as as the participants who did not pay. 동사 원형 써야죠. volume. 이게 자꾸 관사 빼먹네요. The volume of sales. 이 volume은 당연히 그거지. 판매량. 그죠? The volume of sales was far lower than researchers anticipated. Good. There's nothing seems to be seriously incorrect. Okay, good. And 공헌도 받습니까? Overestimating estimation of the contribution. When people do something with a partner or their partner, and they overestimate their own contribution. 공헌도 과대평가 한국 말했죠? 저거 얼마 말했죠? 별로 문제가 없어 보이는데요. 오케이? 그대로 쓰면 돼요. It's because it is easy. 이게 지금 then 있잖아. 당연히들 뭐야? 형용사일 때는 easier를 바뀌어야죠. It's because it is easier to recall. 이거는 왜 선생님이 선포할 때 what을 써야 된다고 지금 적고 있는 것 같아? 이게 we did 할 때 이 did가 타동사잖아. 그럼 자고로 타동사 뒤는 뭐 나와야 돼? 목적어 나와야 되잖아, 명사가. 근데 없지. 이 ourselves는 이게 재규용법인가요? 아니면 강조용법인가요? 강조용법이기 때문에 목적어가 될 수가 없는 거예요. 재규대명사이긴 하지만. 쟤도 빼도 되잖아. 우리는 빼면 안 되는 거 필요하거든. 여기니? So we did. 그러면 이게 뭐야? 타동사인데 목적어가 안 보이네? 그럼 이게 뭐야? 네, what은 선포가 안 되는데 목적어인 거지. 오케이? 다음. So we overestimate our contribution, not only good things but also bad things. 이게 뭐죠?
그러니까 어떤 사건이라도 자기가 뭔가를 안 했다면 더 나쁜 사건이라도 뭔가 더 많이.
그렇죠. for 써야죠. 병력구조 가져가니까 둘 다 for를 쓰는 게 낫고. Alright, representative experiments. Researchers conducted an experiment to test. 여기는 to 부정사 부사용법으로 갑시다. To test contribution to with couples. Within couples, couple 내. So test contribution within couples. They asked 21 questions that might be 비동사에다가 또 이게 동사 원래 쓰는 게 이거 같다라고 보는 거야. 그렇죠? 나타나다, 등장하다, 생기다. And make couples겠죠? To 이건 make 무슨 동사야? 사역 동사잖아. 이들 왜 to를 써야겠어? 동사 원형을 써야지. Make couples estimate their condition, their contribution. Participants center estimated their contribution higher than partners in love is in. participate in over 90% of the question. I think we need to think carefully and realize the fact that our brain might be full in order to make a right decision. 필요 없고. Okay?